Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the UTR channel. It's your boy Reggie and I'll be your commentator for today. Today's UTR 5s and in the squad we have Tolu, George, Antonio, Manny, Jed, Thomas, John and Jams. We're up against a team called Youth 5s. Antonio has the ball for UTR as he gives the ball to Thomas. Thomas looks up to find George. George is now in possession with the ball for UTR. What can George do in this situation? George has the ball for UTR. Looks like he sells this guy a Chinese as he drops to the floor. The guy wants a Chinese back in return. George said we only take cash. The guy goes to the ATM to withdraw the cash. George gives in as he gets a foul for UTR. George takes the free kick quickly. Thomas here with the ball, shifts it, gets a shot off. Keeper saved it. Thomas here, gets the ball to Jed, finds Thomas. Thomas shoots straight back at the keeper. Youth 5s going forward here. George kicks at the wall, and when I'm playing goals, we don't use walls. George, I need to tell him that. Oh wait, he's watching this. He knows now. Youth 5s have the ball here. This guy gives it to a teammate of his. He cuts in like Aaron Robin. He does get a shot off. Antonio's there to save it. Thomas is applying pressure here. He does get the ball from this player. Thomas is now driving forward. Thomas keeps on running. George has the ball. He does shoot. Keeper's fumbled it, but it's a goal for UTR. Youth 5s have the ball here as he looks for a teammate, but it goes straight to Jed. Jed shoots. Oh, what a finish. Youth 5s keeper rolls out to Jamil. I think he wants a trial for UTR as he gives it straight to our teammate. Jamil gives it to John. Looks like UTR playing great possession of the ball as Tolu does a lovely flip. I've told you guys in the last video, that's not the last time you're going to see that. George does a 1-2 Tolu. George, a lovely finish. George loves it. Look at him. Look at him. He's going to turn around. There we go. Yeah. Youth 5's player has the ball here, and this guy's most likely been their lively player as he's driving forward, makes Tolu. He does get a shot, and he's been saved. Youth 5 keeper gives it to this player. He prepares for the shot, but he's dragged it. Youth 5's currently on the ball here as Thomas is applying a lot of pressure. Thomas does get the ball. What can Thomas do from here? Oh, lovely Meg. Thomas shoots. Keeper saved it. Youth 5's currently in possession of the ball here as this guy does manage to get past Jamil. Jamil's trying to get back to him. He gets a shot off and it stanches. Manny gets us off here as he used the net rather than the wall. He does get a shot off, but that one's been dragged to Tokyo. John with the ball here. Manny's kept on running. John still going. Gives it to Thomas. Thomas finds Manny. Manny does a lovely piece of skill and there's another goal for UTR. Youth 5s get us underway here. This guy's giving it back to their most lively player. He does get past Manny. Shoots. He's just come off the post. Goalkeeper has the ball here. Gives it to a teammate of his. Manny intercepts, but the referee's blown for a free kick because Manny is deemed to have slid when he just lost his footing. Manny's got the ball here as he looks up to find John. UTR are trying to play some tidy football as they're at this moment of time they are being matched by the other team. That's Youth 5s as Thomas does take a shot there. John's got the ball. John shoots as well and he also gets a block off. Thomas here for UTR. Thomas does one step over, gets on his left, shoots, and it's come to nothing. Jed has the ball, gives it to George. George gets a shot off, keeper saved it. As you can see, the aim of this is to get goals, hence why we're at goals as George shoots. And that's a lovely finish with his left foot. Enjoy the celebrations. George has the ball here for UTR as he jogs towards it. Looks up, finds Thomas. Thomas takes on himself, shifts in his left, and it's another goal for UTR. U5's currently have the ball here. Thomas does dispossess and the ball comes to Manny. Manny 2-on-1 against this player. Manny gives it to George. The keeper's lost his bearings and George has finished it again. Look at him. Gotta love it. It's half time.
You man actually did what we wanted. You man actually did what we wanted. You set the tempo from the get-go. I can't lie.
Jam's showing he's got skills. Tolly's got the ball for UTR, does a lovely piece of skill, gets a shot of straight at the keeper, and Antonio there with a rebound. U5 has the ball here as he dispossessed Jamil. He gets up front. Now look at him bringing out all the skills out of the bag as he's been looking at Tolly. He does get it to this player. This guy's been a lively player. Shifts onto his right, but Antonio's read it well. George is the current goalkeeper, gets out to Tolu. Tolu's now one-on-one with this player. He cuts in, guy goes ice skating. Tolu gets a shot off, but he's off target. U5 players played it through. This guy's through on goal. John is there to intercept. George is obviously sleeping, and in return he gets nutmegged. I'm sure he's embarrassed. Tolly does give the ball away for UTR, but this guy gets a shot off and it's off target. It's still back with them as he's trying to beat Jed. And what happens next? When you tell your WCW that you're a baller as she catches you out, it looks something like this. As Jed gets dispossessed, U5s are now back on the ball, and as you can see, they're trying to pop it very well, just maintaining possession. It's been an interesting game so far. U5 player gets a shot off, but it's off target. George gets caught in the act. U5 player shoots again, but it comes straight to Thomas. And now George is now driving down, running down the midfield for UTR as he goes for the strike, but he's dragged it. Jed with a snapshot, keeper saves it. George second time round makes no mistake. U5 currently have the ball here, but he gives it away as the ball comes to Antonio. Now UTR's gameplay is to try and keep the ball and try to keep it freely, just to save their energy and move it around. As Thomas now has the ball here, George is calling, but Thomas comes in, gets a shot off, but he scruffed it. So it's a free kick to U5. He takes it quickly, but it goes straight to Thomas. Thomas now has the ball for UTR as he's bullying his way down the line. He gets it to George. George goes round the keeper, and it's a simple finish. The opposition are trying to kick us off here as this guy passes it to his teammate. U5s are trying to move the ball like they were moving it earlier on, but he's been caught out by Thomas. Thomas squares it to George, and it's another goal for George. Shot taken quickly. U5s! Oh, nothing. U5 have been moving rather sloppy as this guy has the ball here. He gives it straight to Tolu. Can Tolu capitalise? No, he can't. Thomas has the ball for UTR, rolls the ball out to Tolu. Tolu looks up to Fat Manny. Manny gives it straight back to Tolu, and I'm telling you guys, you can't get that out of the cereal box. Ball's in the air, Tolu tries to control it, but he does hit his head unfortunately, and it's a free kick to U5. U5 trying to catch UTR out. Manny's jockeying. This guy does get a shot off, but it just hits the net unfortunately, and it's the wrong one. The ball's back again with Thomas as he gives the ball to Jed. Now Jed is driving, moving like a man possessed, goes past one player, beats another, goes around the keeper. Oh, what a finish. As Jed gets the ball from this player, he gives the ball to Tolu. Tolu's now in the mood. Oh, brilliant. Still Tolu hits the post. Oh, let's take a look at this. Beautiful. U5s have the ball here as the keeper gives out to a teammate of his. This guy is now driving forward. Jamil's applying pressure. Manny's jockeying. This guy looks up, gives it to a teammate, and he's missed the target. And the language he used, I want to say, but I cannot say. And that's word to Mourinho. It's back again with the U5's keeper. He does roll up to a teammate of his. This guy's giving it to another one. This guy gets the return pass. He does shoot, but it's off target. And it's John here with the ball for UTR as he gives it to Jed. Jed steps back in, looks up to find John, expecting a 1-2. John gives it back to him, Jed shoots, and the keeper's managed to save it. Now it's come back to this U5 players who I did say was their brightest spark. He just about gets past Jamil, it's still him, 1-on-1 with Manny, and he's just about gone through to go for U5. John here again for UTR as he has the ball. He cuts in, moves away from the play, gets a shot off, and it's a good save from the keeper. And it's the U5s back at it again as this guy has the ball. He does a couple step overs, but where's he going? I think he's only going back towards the keeper. But however, they maintain possession. This guy's throwing at the wall. Sometimes the wall can be a best friend, sometimes not. As Jed has the ball, he gets a shot off, but nothing comes of it. He's back with the U5s. This guy now has the ball. What can he do? He plays it through to a teammate of his. This guy looks up. He does shoot, and unfortunately we don't have VAR, so that could have been a goal, but it wasn't. U5s have the ball here as this guy manages to make Jamil somehow. This guy's just pushing plays off him. No one can get near him. He does shoot, and Manny's there with the camera save. And it's time! Yep, that's the final whistle. It's a win for UTR. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!
See, we're on physical, understand, and we do things that they can't comprehend. So far ahead, they can't touch the man when the punchlines come through and conquer head. Live for the fan trying to bust the gang, won't figures roll when I get that monster bread. I can tell they want us to bang, but I don't care, count all of my ops are dead. Cut away, man's elevating from my heart, so